Well, that just depends on your child. So there are kids who definitely need that phonics practice, and there are some that just take off reading. So just reviewing the basic phonemes is great for a child that age. Now, Charlotte Mason didn't include grammar at all in Form 1. She did not start formal grammar lessons until 4th grade. So the fact that I'm including just a little bit of it, because I just feel like they should really kind of know just basics here, like what's a noun, what's a verb, what are adjectives, how do I start a sentence, how do I end a sentence, those kind of things in Form 1, but not in-depth grammar. So that's why this is just a very gentle introduction to some basic grammar concepts, but then when they get into Form 2, then they start diving in deeper. So, but if your child, you feel like they're not getting enough phonics from the language arts packet, because the copy words are not phonetic, right? I mean, if you remember back to your spelling tests, I don't know, when I was a kid, our spelling tests usually they would be in some kind of word family, or they would have some sound that would repeat throughout all the words. Maybe they all end in ing, for example, whereas these are a lot of sight words that they're learning, basic words that they're going to be writing over and over again in the language arts packet. And so if your child needs some more phonics practice, then that's okay. That's great, right? Work on those. Pull some words out of the Copywork Passage. You didn't need a curriculum to teach reading in Charlotte Mason's way, and you still don't need one today. So I made one for people who are I don't got time to figure this out. It's really not that complicated. So if you read how she taught them how to read, it was using words that were from the books that they were reading. So you can go back through the Copywork Passage. So for example, this week we did wood, for example. And, we can make a list of all the words that we know that rhyme with wood. What sounds do the 2 O's make? Well, and this one's kind of a sound, but we also know it says ooh, like in zoo. And so we can make a list of words that, rhyme with zoo, and look for other words that we know that have 2 O's in them. So you can really easily pull out phonics lessons from these Copywork Passages. Obviously, that's not something I put in these language arts packets, because these are for kids who are reading well and just need a little bit of review. So that's why it has some of that phonics review bit on there and those beginning grammar lessons. But if your child needs more, you don't need to go buy a curriculum. You can go read how Charlotte Mason taught to read using the words. She did a combination of sight lessons and sound lessons. So they're getting the sight lessons kind of already in the language arts packets for Form 1. So if you need to add some sound lessons in, that's not hard. And you can make your own little letter tiles and those kind of things to build the words.